¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos a este momento especial para Ocho Deportivo, un momento especial para la televisión deportiva nicaragüense. Hoy tengo una entrevista que va a pasar para la historia, una entrevista exclusiva, gracias a Dios, y me encuentro con nada más y nada menos que Kiyomi McMiller en Ellerbe. Kiyomi McMiller se convirtió en la primera jugadora nicaragüense de ascendencia nicaragüense que dijo sí a la selección nacional de una forma contundente. Dijo, sí, voy a jugar con la selección nacional, pero además se había convertido en la primera jugadora de secundaria en firmar con la marca de Jordan. Y luego aceptó jugar con Nicaragua. Y eso es una cosa muy grande que está pasando en el baloncesto de Nicaragua. Ha decidido darnos una entrevista junto a su representante, Ellerbe, acá en este lugar. First of all, thank you for your time. Time is gold. So you're giving gold for me this afternoon. So, Kiyomi, it's a pleasure for me interviewing right now. Leonard, welcome to Nicaragua.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
You know Nicaragua very well because they have very good boxers.
Very good. Roman Gonzalez.
Yeah.
One of the best ever.
Yeah,
Ever.
sure.
Ever.
And we have one of the best ever.
Yes, and she's,
To me.
yeah.
And Kiyomi, first of all, thanks for your time. Nicaragua. Everybody in the street, in the banks, in the supermarket, in the restaurant ask me how the general manager of Nicaragua find you to play here.
So, really, my dad's the one that reached out because he knew that some of my family was from Nicaragua, so he wanted to reach out and see if I could play for the national team.
How do you took that moment of that decision, and how was that moment?
It was really exciting to me, just the idea of being able, because before that I've never been to Nicaragua. I went maybe once when I was very young, but just the idea of being able to come back and then also be able to play I was very excited, and I was excited to just come and see the country and just see the culture, the food, the places and everything.
Your background, your roots. Leonard, how do you met Kiyomi? You are a boxing guy, industry legend, brother.
When things are meant to be, they just happen in life. I was already a big fan of hers because my daughter was playing basketball at that particular time, and she is someone, the only person that really stood out to me. And I was like, wow. So I started following her on Instagram and was, just kind of just like in amazement. And then I come to find out that her dad had reached out to me via social media. I just happened to be one day in the basketball gym back in Vegas, and I was talking to the gentleman who was he was one of my daughter's trainers, and we were just talking about basketball in general, and he was just saying it was this young lady from where I'm at in the DMV area.
Yeah.
She was out there and she was working out, and I was like, who? And then he says, oh, you probably never heard of her. And then I was like, no way. Like, so she was out here training? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, do you have her information? And it was just ironic. And then come to find out later that her dad had reached out to me, and then we exchanged a DM, and she was saying that, her dad was trying to get a hold of me. And so it was just one of those match made in heaven. It's God, when you bring two people together, and I'm very, very passionate about what I do. And I think that she's the best right now. She's the best player in all of women's college basketball. And the world will get a chance to see that this year. They'll get a chance to see it. And she's representing Nicaragua.
Yeah.
So I think it's great for the country, entire country. I think it's great for women's basketball that we're going to see a shift in the talent and the excitement. She's must-see TV. So I'm just really excited what lies ahead.
A lot of things happening to you last 4 years, 3 years. Big things happening on you. Even signing with Michael Jordan brand, even signing with a college team. But right now you're committed with Penn State, the next step of the college basketball. So how do you handle all those things happening in a short period of time?
Well, over the time, I've had a great team around me to help me with that, and my parents as well. That helped support me through the journey in the last 4 years of everything that's happened, all the events that has happened as well. So it's easy when you have a good supporting staff behind you.
Your dad, your family, very close to you. Your dad is a basketball trainer. It's a basketball family. That's made easy for you, right?
Yeah, it definitely did. That's like kind of our life. Like that's what we talk about, basketball every day, in and out, and we love it. And I'm excited to continue my career and then see my siblings as well go up playing basketball.
Leonard, when a high-profile player go to the transfer portal, obviously there's a lot of calls, there's a lot of meetings, Zooms meetings, everything. How the Kiyomi's team, included you, obviously, main person on that transaction, get the Penn State decision for the next year?
Well, it was a great process. I actually talked to, I think it was like 30, 31 different universities. They all were just, it was so much attention surrounding Kiyomi because everyone's aware that, that we had a little misstep along the way in her last situation, but this situation that she's currently about to enter is just a match made in heaven. And the process wasn't long, but it was a tremendous amount of interest, and I was very, very happy to see that everyone was buying for her services. And so that was very, very good to move forward and to hear each and every university talk about how bad they wanted her and what kind of impact that she would have on their program. So again, it was a very, very interesting process, but it worked out in the end. She's in the best situation that she could possibly be in. She has a tremendous, tremendous head coach in Coach Keeger, and she has some great teammates. So she's excited about the upcoming season to be a leader of her team and take them all the way.
Yeah, there's a story about transfer portal in Nicaragua with Norche Romir. He's from Bluefields, like your mom, and a lot of attention, a lot of things moving on with the transfer portal. But did you surprise how the teams trying to get into you and got a call with you, got a contact with your team, with you and everything?
No, not really, because it was kind of the same thing when I was going to college. It was kind of the same thing. Yeah, it was the phone ringing nonstop, day and night. So it wasn't really a surprise. It was kind of like doing that same process again, but more, I would say more controlled. And then again, it wasn't so much of me talking on the phone. It was like them handling that. So it wasn't like a coach, I'm talking to a coach back to back to back. It was like I had other people to help me with that. So it was easier, lighter this time around.
What was the key to take the decision to Penn State?
It was really like kind of like the feeling inside. Like I actually felt like I was wanted and felt like I was being told the truth. I felt that was like the biggest thing for me, and like definitely like that feeling inside that I actually, they want me to be there. They want me to be there and they want me to be me, and they're happy and that I'm gonna be a part of the team.
You became the first high school athlete to sign with Michael Jordan brand. It was huge, not only for Nicaragua, for all the industry. So how do you make it? Simple question. How do you make it? How do you got it? Because it's hard. That brand has the best athletes that they can, but high school is an interesting story.
I tell this story all the time. It's not like anything like crazy. It was kind of like, it was like a normal day, and I just got like a text on Instagram, and I looked at it. I showed my dad, and he didn't even have to do research because he's a huge Michael Jordan fan. So he knew it was like the real thing. So after that, like after the couple years of working with them, I've gotten to travel and meet different people and be in different rooms, different places, done camps, and I'm glad to say that I'm a part of the team.
Leonard, what is the best part of this relation? Because you're always in boxing, and we watch Leonard in the boxing fights and boxing press conference and everything. But what is the challenge right here, managing, representing an athlete like her?
Well, I wouldn't consider it a challenge. For me, I'm very passionate about what I do. She's going to do her job. I'm going to do my job, and the rest of our team is going to do their job. And when I say she's the best, the whole world's going to see that. The whole world's going to see that. And she's excited about being the face of, you know, the entire sport for many, many years to come, as it relates to just college basketball, and eventually she's going to, you know, obviously play in the W. And I'm just excited, really, really excited about what lies ahead. There's a tremendous amount of interest in her from the brand side. There are lots of brands who want to be affiliated with her. And it's just, like I said, big things lying ahead, and just, I can't wait.
Leonard, this interview is in Managua, Nicaragua. This is not IA. It's a real Leonard Ellerbe coming to see his athlete playing in Nicaragua. You realize early it's from Nicaragua and representing Nicaragua, and you went to see it here.
This is huge. This is huge for the entire country, because she's excited what lies ahead. She wants to be the face of just when it comes to tourism. One of the reasons why that, you know, people want to visit Nicaragua, and understanding that she's representing the entire country, you know, so she's going to put the entire country on her back, and represent the country. And again, big things lie ahead.
You fit the environment. The first thing.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. Again, she's the most excited young lady in all of women's college basketball. She's must-see TV. She's the reason why that when they're on the road, that the fans will come and gravitate to those universities, because she's, again, you gotta watch her. You gotta watch her play.
Yeah.
You gotta watch her play. She's different. She's different. She's one of one, and there's nobody out there in all of women's college basketball can do the things on the court that she can do.
Yeah, Kiyomi, once you take the decision of representing Nicaragua, who was in your mind challenge? What challenge to you being here, adapt to many situations, different weather, different courts, different teammates? What was the big challenge for you?
Like you said, I think the biggest thing was probably the weather. But thinking about it, just trying to like compare it to back home, it's kind of like playing outside. Like that's kind of, no, outside, like
Outside.
yeah, that's how I feel like. Yeah. So that's what I kind of think about it as. Yeah, I play outside a lot when I'm back home. So I was trying to compare it to something. So I have like, I don't know, like kind of just compare it to something that I know already. But it's really that there's no real challenge. It's basketball is still basketball. Just now I'm just in a different place. My teammates, I feel like we all connected together very well and very quickly too. We didn't practice all together for a long time, but off of just hanging around each other just for the little bit of time, like you can see there's a connection, there's a bond, we all like each other. So I think that'll play a big part in a lot of our wins.
In a short period of time.
Short period of time,
Yeah, that's a really good talk. Very good about you, trying to get into the team, like a teammate, like a leader, in the court, in the locker room too. That's the main thing to stay focused on the game. Kiyomi, do you know this is the most Afro-American selection ever? Ever selection, female selection. So maybe it's easy for you, easy for them, connect with the language because they speak Creole. Most of them speak English, and you just speak English. So it was easy for you to speak with them and trying to know a little bit Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that is also a challenge because some of my teammates don't speak English and just speak Spanish, so that's also a challenge, but we figure out ways to communicate off of maybe like language. Off of like hand signals, or maybe I can say one thing to one of my teammates that they can translate it to my other teammate. So we figure out ways to get around that, but that we still are all connected. We all figure out a way to win. So,
Leonard, did you surprise how many people was supporting the female national team when you got the arena and supporting Kiyomi at the same time?
I was very impressed. Every time she touched the ball, the crowd was just going off. And so slowly but surely, you can see the immediate impact that she's having here in the country. And it's just only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as the country embraces who she is and what she's going to be able to do for the entire country. You know, we're looking forward to her eventually one day being able to host basketball camps here, you know, for the kids, you know, who are growing up. So many ideas that we have discussed, and we just looking to bring all those things to fruition to, again, bring more awareness to the entire country, because she's very proud to be representing the country.
Obviously, when you find with your background, your roots, you have to find with the food of that background, that roots. Your mom was born in Bluefields. They have a different kind of food we have in the Pacific coast. But I can figure out if you love the Nicaraguan food, what kind of food do you love? Because maybe you have to adapt. You're gonna find Nicaraguan food everywhere. Yeah. But how you handle with that? Because you told me before you're not a breakfast person, for example, but there's a lot of food to try in the process.
Yeah. So back home, like you said, like breakfast is different from America to Nicaragua. You guys have rice and beans in the morning, maybe eggs, chicken, sausage. But I like it better because I'm not big on like pancakes and like sweets in the morning. I would rather have a real meal. So that was one of my favorite parts coming. That was one of my favorite parts. But all the food, I got to go out and see more restaurants the first time I came, and everything. I loved everything. I loved I love the queso frito, the frijoles.
I'm peeping.
Very well. Mainly the food things. It's very interesting, yeah. And obviously, you have maybe a meal plan like a professional. You're not professional at this time, but you train like professional. You have to rest like professional, and you have to eat like professional. But Nicaraguan food is like in the middle.
In the middle, but there's still, everything's so fresh and organic, it makes it kind of easier being here than back home, because there's so many things to try and it's healthier and fresh. And I just really like it here. I really love it.
Basketball question. What kind of level did you find when you start to train here? Before your first preseason game, what kind of level did you find? Nicaragua has no tradition in basketball. We're starting to grow. There are a lot of people involved to grow the basketball. But what kind of level did you find when you arrived to Nicaragua?
Like the first game I saw?
Or the first time you train with your teammates, with the first time you train, or the first you play a real game in Miami, probably.
So if we talk about like playing in Miami, I know we played, they had brought in like, of course, some Americans, and they played in like professional leagues. So we played against them, we beat them, of course. But I think the first game here was another professional league. We watched the men play. So I didn't get to see, I saw a couple of girls play, but I don't know if it was a professional league. But we got to see them play, but we got to see the men play. So we saw both leagues. Very entertaining. Some of my teammates were playing. That was the first time I met some of them. But yeah, it was definitely different with the rules. Yeah, some of the rules.
FIBA rules.
Yeah, some of the rules were different. I learned a lot from my first game.
What is that? The strangest rule that you find?
The strangest rule I would say is the backcourt. We messed up a couple of times on that. I had ran backcourt. It was open backcourt. My teammate didn't throw the ball to me. I was like, I didn't throw it backcourt. It was easier on this side. She's like, we can't go backcourt in FIBA. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I got it. Yeah.
Do you know there's 2 leagues in the year, Luis Amanda Espinosa League and then Liga Superior de Baloncesto. They allow foreign female players to that league. So maybe they have to, or they're starting to improve the level to the.
One of the players I did know, I can't remember her name right now, but she was an American player, played in college, a good player, played at a good school. But yeah, I saw that when I came. In the first game, I was like, she looks so familiar, and then we recognized who she was.
Yeah. Leonard, at this time, there's something named Neil. Name, image, and likeness. Perfect fit for Kiyomi. What means for you work with the Neil for this girl and have this in favor of her, because a lot of time the players in NCAA didn't have that?
For me, it's been just a natural transition, because I'm used to negotiating and doing I've done the biggest deals ever in the history of sports. So it was an easy transition, and actually through the process, I got a lot of compliments through the universities, and because it's just the little intricacies of things that when it comes to just business as a whole. And this whole process has been good. I'm glad to finally see all the college athletes having an opportunity to benefit off their name, image, and likeness. And just really looking forward to the future, and everything's coming her way. It's just, again, she is going to be the biggest thing out there. Trust me.
For my attendance in this interview, we're going to talk about boxing with Kiyomi. I saw footage. You hit in the back. Quick hit into the back. Let us know. Do you like boxing? Obviously, you are focused on basketball, but Leonard told me, hey, for that part of the training, boxing, for your cardio and everything. Do you like it?
I really like it, yeah. I'm definitely learning a lot from the workout. You have to be very strong to be a boxer. Yeah. Very, very strong. Sure. I knew they were strong, but the workouts were hard.
Not enough for boxing. Tell me, Leonard, how do you do that? How do you convince that girl to go?
I was so impressed.
Boxing train?
I was just so impressed with her mental toughness when we first started, because this entire summer, she's been out there, her and her dad, and we've been working together the entire summer. So she's in the best shape of her entire life thus far. So that's why you see in the game, she doesn't get tired. And her mental capacity to take on the training has been very, very impressive. And there's only one person that's impressed me like that, and his name is Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she has that kind of mindset where it's like she refuses to let the competition outwork her, and she's just she's prepared for every workout, and she wants to push it to that next level. You know, she's doing this very similar things like the boxers. Now, we were in the mountains the entire summer. She was training at above 8,400 feet above elevation. You know, we were in the boxing gym. She was hitting the pads, she was hitting the bag. You know, she was doing everything. You know, we were training 3 times a day, you know, getting up early in the morning, hitting the mountains, you know, and she was hitting the basketball gym, getting all that in. So she's, without a doubt, she's in the best shape of her entire life, and that's what we're excited for her moving forward. You know, her conditioning, you know, was something that she wanted to improve on, and what better way to get in shape by coming out in Vegas and putting in that work out there in 100+ degrees every morning, you know, getting out there, getting up and, you know, running, doing sprints in the mountains. She did it all again, so I'm very, 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 very impressed with her mental toughness as her approach when it comes to training. You know, and again, I've only seen one person that ever was like that, and his name is Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, and for you, Kiyomi, when you train and hit the bag and figure out how the boxing works in the heart of the sport, what took from boxing to your mind, to your training, to your basketball? Because in the switch, there's a lot of punches like this, and you hit when they cross the lines and everything. What you took from boxing?
I would say, for me, since basketball has been my whole life, I always try to compare basketball to other things. So with that, I see boxing and basketball somewhat kind of similar with the footwork and the movements and the reactions.
Flexibility.
Yeah, so
Hand-eye coordination.
Hand-eye coordination, like all that. I took those little things and just compared them to basketball as well, especially on defense, because you basically, like on defense, you have to fight. You have to work hard to stay in front, get this steal, lock that person down. So you're more aggressive on defense because you have to be aggressive when you fight. So I'd say that's what I took from it.
Kiyomi, all the high-profile, high-level athletes had very high goals. What are your main goals in basketball at this time, at this moment?
To be the best of all time. I would say that.
Wow.
And then as I start my next season is win everything. National championship, player of the year, any award I could win and my team could win, we want to win it all.
With the Nicaragua national team.
Same
We're
thing.
thinking winning.
Same
That's
thing.
really, really cool.
Yeah.
Winning mentality. But it's a real question because we're starting to roll. But it's a process to win. So after 2 games in the Cocaba, you can find how the thing's going, how hard is the goal to win in this national team.
I think every game we play, we're learning from it. Like I said, we haven't had as much time as other teams, but you can see that we're growing from each game, and we're competing with all these teams. So if we can compete, we can win. So there's no, we might, no. We're winning the whole thing, and we're getting to the next tournament, and we're winning that next tournament, and we're winning that, and we're winning the gold medal.
Kiyomi, it's a young, very young team. Another special thing about this selection is they're very young. So we're gonna see you a lot of times playing each other or playing together and facing different situations, different tournaments. But you're so young. It's a very young team, Kiyomi.
But we are young, but we're willing to fight fight and win that medal and outwork all these other teams, especially on defense. Defense is the key to a lot of these games, yeah. So that's what we gotta focus on.
So Nicaragua have a very important, very special tournament in October, under 19 tournament in Guatemala, I think, and maybe the people wants to know if you gonna play there because you are a big part of this team, but you have another things in the United States with your college and everything, but what about that? Will you play in October for that team?
I'll let them wait and they can see. They'll see when if I'll play or not, but I'll just leave it there.
I can see. Yeah, it's a very, very special tournament because Central America, you're gonna see another kind of level in comparison with the Cocaba. Leonard, so after you start to work with Kiyomi, you will keep working in basketball with other athletes, with other players, male. But what do you find it?
Focus is just Kiyomi. I'm a type of person that when I'm very passionate about something, I've been very successful with my life and career, which is being focused on what's in front of me, because my goal is, she has her goals, and we're going to, as a team, we're going to put them all together, and we're going to make it work. And I foresee her, she is going to transcend the entire sport. She's going to try to transcend the entire sport because she's one of one, and in the future, the younger generation will come up and they'll want to play like her because she's different. She don't play like the young girls that, she's changing the entire sport, the way it's looked at, and how people approach the sport. And when it comes to because she can do everything a man can do besides dunk. She can do everything a man can do besides dunk the basketball.
Last question. You're Spanish. You're Spanish. You know what? My question is, what thing you cannot do? You can do almost everything. What about your Spanish?
Muy poquito. But I'm learning though. I am learning. My teammates are helping me. I've been trying my best.
It's a hard language. It's a fact, not opinion. When is the hardest language in the world? Spanish. Because one of the hardest things is in Mexico, speak like them. We speak like us. It's different words, different accents.
But I did learn, it's different speeds, accents, you guys use different words, have different meanings for different words. So I'm learning just how you guys say certain things. So it helps, learning the little bit, taking classes and stuff from school and everything, but yeah.
Yeah, it's maybe one of the hardest challenge you have, but with the time, speaking relations with Nicaraguan players coming to Nicaragua for vacations, important vacations.
Without a doubt, I'm looking forward to, again, you guys have one of the best boxers ever from here, a couple actually, Lexus Aguelo and obviously Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez.
There's a discussion about that.
Yeah.
Big discussion. Who's the best ever?
Yes, definitely. He's definitely an all-time great. Yeah. Definitely. I've always been impressed with the way he's approached fights and what he's been able to do in the sport, so especially being a smaller guy. Yeah, again.
All the small guys.
Yeah, I'm excited for him to one day meet her. One day, so I want to put that out there.
Oh, sure.
I want to put it out there, Chocolatito. You gotta meet Kiyomi. Gotta meet Kiyomi.
Leonard, let me put together those two legends.
Yes, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to thanks to you, Kiyomi, besides the great athlete you are a nice girl, very nice with the people, with the crowd, with your teammates, with your family, with your professional team. So talk about you very, 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 very well. And I'm impressed for your basketball, but I'm most impressed about the human being you are. I want to say that.
Thank you so much. I really.
Maybe you are building a legacy, but the human being legacy is very important, and you do naturally with the people. So that's nice for this country, small country, 6.8 population country. So they appreciate you decide to play with Nicaragua.
Yeah, I really appreciate them all accepting me, and to me it's a real blessing that I am able to come and play for the country.
What do you say to your mom? Put the shirt. Mommy, I'm your country.
Yeah, she really appreciates it too, and it means a lot. It really does. And we're out here and we're making history, little by little, making history.
Yeah, that's true. Leonard, thanks to come to Nicaragua. I was surprised when I realized you're coming here. So you came here for a specific situation, but I'm truly confident you will back many, many times.
Can't wait. And want to definitely thank you for having us on. A lot of respect for what you've done, you know, for your country. Again, you're definitely the face of your profession. And again, good luck, good luck with everything you got going.
Thank you. O sea, estuvimos acá con dos grandes leyendas. Una leyenda de la industria del boxeo como lo es Leonard Ellerbe, muchísimos años con Floyd Mayweather, ahora con Gervonta Davis, una de las piezas importantes de PBC, estuvo en Mayweather Promotions en un tiempo, y con una leyenda en proceso, una leyenda como jugadora y como persona, y que ha decidido representar de gran forma a Nicaragua, al baloncesto de Nicaragua, y está aquí disfrutando el proceso. Gracias por sintonizarnos y obviamente esperando que ustedes hayan disfrutado de esta entrevista acá en 8 Deportivo.